Hey everybody, what's going on? It's me, Ethan Optimus Tucci. Today, I'm excited to bring you a little bit more of an educational video, a little less consumption-based. We're still going to be chugging on these, but I wanted to inform you guys the difference between distillate, cured, live, rosin, liquid diamonds, all that, and I wanted to let you know why you should stop smoking your distillate carts. So here we have a batch of, I would say, one of every different type of curing or process of a THC vape that you can get. We're just gonna knock them down one by one and figure out how these are made, figure out what the pros and the cons, and hopefully by the end of the video I will be able to convince you that you gotta stop ripping these distillate vapes. I know they're cheap, but they're not good for you. So let's get right into the cheapest, and we'll get into distillate itself. So I wanted to start with distillate because it's the most accessible. I see the most people ripping distillate than I do any other kind of cart. But also it's the most complicated way to make THC. I wanted to show you what our example of a distillate vape is. This is the sauce bar, which misleading as shit. The sauce bars, they aren't sauce. They might have sauce. I know they have live resins. But the normal sauce bars are just distillate vapes. And so, if you know anything about distillate, then you know it's cheap and it has a taste like no other. It just doesn't taste like weed, and that's because to make the distillate itself, you have to make this. It's called straight up crude oil. You have to get your crude oil, and then you have to distill the THC out of it, and what you're left with is a really, really unflavored. It doesn't taste like anything that much. So that's where companies are coming in and they're putting their artificial terpenes. Now, this is important. The word artificial makes it a big no-no. There are botanical terpenes that come from a plant, and artificial terpenes are the best. I think that for the cold fires, that's what terps they have, the botanical, so it tastes like weed. But with, let's show you the white blueberry, that's not weed. Sorry for throwing it, but there's no weed that's going to taste like this, so they put, cooking oil, basically, blueberry flavored oil. They put it into the distillate. So we're gonna rip the sauce bar. Now, something that is a little misleading about distillate is it has some of the highest percentage out of any of the other oil. So, I call it a distillate high, a distillate buzz, because it really is not akin to any other kind of high. It is. Because you don't get the you're getting such a small part of the plant in your distillate, you don't get the entourage effect. You just get a very isolated kind of high. You get one kind of high, and then it's like that very intensely for the whole high. So you really are you're missing out on one of the most important feelings of the plant. Yeah, you can get buzzed, but I know some distillate vapes that can honestly get me a little anxious. I can kind of tweak out on them, and I really don't feel like that with any more natural-based cannabinoids. So here's the sauce bar, the distillate sauce bar. We're going to rip it white blueberry, and it's going to taste like blueberry. It's not going to taste like weed, and that's part of the appeal. A lot of people who are coming in, I don't want to say kids, because, look at me, but some people are going in on more of a fruity flavoring kind of hype, less than they want to smoke weed. And I think that's kind of scary. I think that that's not what I'm here for. I love the plant. I'm here for the plant. I'm not here for blueberry. So yeah, it's cool when a shit can taste like watermelon, but I know that that's not natural. And you guys should know that too, that these terps are not natural. They're not coming from a plant. They're coming from a factory. So sorry for all that explanation. This is the sauce white blueberry. Let's rip it. It's blueberry. One thing about distillate is the cough is like no other. Whew. I think with any high quality artisan oil cart, you can rip on it a lot, and it's not that you're not gonna cough, but it's just that cough, comes a few minutes later. With the distillate, you rip it and you're coughing, and that's another thing, is that it truly is harsh as shit. So a lot of people are saying, $12 for a gram, that's a good deal. It hurts you to smoke it. I have got some of the harshest shit in the world, and it has been distillate exclusively. So it's hard to explain to someone who doesn't smoke that much that they should be spending a little bit more money. But we're honestly at a point where you can get live resin for about as cheap as you can get distillate. So there really is no excuse for you to smoke a distillate. So let's get into some of the better, some of what I prefer. We're gonna go least to favorite, or what I think is the best at least. So this was distillate. We're getting distillate out of the way. Oh shit. Let's get into liquid diamonds. All right, here we have the Dab Bar by Dab Woods. This is their you can tell because it has the cool colors and the nice green. You can tell this is their liquid diamonds. They do the distillate dab bars, but I think their distillate is not even not good. Because if you are gonna get distillate, it might as well be a fruity flavor, and they don't really do any flavors on their distillate. So this is the liquid diamonds. Now, liquid diamonds it's a little hard to explain because it's from THCA diamonds. It's not straight THC, and a lot of people think, oh, so does that get you less high? Not at all. For those who don't know, THCA is in all weed. I can go to my dispo right now and get weed, and there will be traces of THCA in it. It's just that it converts to THC when combusted, like you smoke any weed. So I'm all for buying your THCA website weed. It's just not accessible to me. I don't really. It's not as cheap as the Ace down here. So I'm not against it at all, but it is. It's not a synthetic cannabinoid. Synthetic cannabinoids are another thing, like HHC, THCA, HHC, like PHC, Delta 9. Those are made in a lab. I can confidently say, I cannot say about the terpenes in this, because these are very fruity, but that this is a more natural experience. I think the process to making diamonds is really interesting. You have to put your extracts in like a dark cave for a month, and the diamonds, only the THCA turns into diamonds. That's why they're called THCA diamonds. You can actually make diamonds out of live resin. I wanted to show you the sluggers. This is kind of a 0.5 because these are live diamonds. So these are diamonds from a live resin. Anyways, so yeah, here's the Dab Bar melon. This is Citrus Burst. I think if you're a taste chaser, which there's no shame in it, I think liquid diamonds is the route for you. The sluggers, they're all super delicious, super flavorful. So you're still able to get like nice unartificial terps in your clouds, but still get a lot higher, substantially higher. The liquid diamonds do get me pretty smacked. So this is the Dab Bar Citrus Burst. Let's do it. So something that's so special about these Dab Bars is they have this interesting screen on the front. Gives you a countdown. You can change the temperature. It shows you battery. I don't know how to feel because, yeah, I bought it because I thought it was badass, but it truly is unnecessary. These are about, I want to say $50. But again, it's liquid diamonds. I mean, you can get a liquid diamond cart for about as much as a distillate cart. So you're really paying for the hardware. So I think the sluggers, they do the 1.2 grams. Sluggers are a little more affordable, and you get those live diamonds. We'll get into what it means to be live later. This might mean nothing to you now, but I think the live diamonds a little bit more natural, and that's what I'm big for, by the naturality in my cart. I don't want to be smoking a Chinese vape. So yeah. So we're gonna kind of take a not a complete step forward. We're gonna take a half step over. We're gonna get into sauce. Sauce is made with the THCA diamond process. So let's get into the Raw Garden sauce disposable. Okay, we gotta crack the seal. Oh shit. Alright. Here she is, the Raw Garden sauce. What I love about these Raw Garden sauces is they are dark as shit, but not so dark where they seem burnt. To get sauce, I think it's actually really interesting. We were talking about the THCA diamonds. You know, diamonds are diamonds. They're crystals. They form up in a hard crystal form. Sauce is the leftover little wet batter in your diamonds. So it's kind of made in similar ways. I love the raw garden sauce. I don't know if they advertise added terps. Oh, so they actually do no additives. But they taste so natural. I mean, it really just, not even that I'm smoking a bowl, but just that I'm smelling some bud. So I think we're gonna do 5 clicks to turn her on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah, I saw a light. All right, let's do it. I love it. I personally love this strain. This is the Strawberry Jack 13 by Raw Garden Sauce. It's so fucking good. I don't usually go for Jack Herrera's, but I like this nice citrus. It's like a sweet citrus. I gotta go. Alright, we've got sauce out of the way. We've got those out of the way. Now let's get into something you probably are more comfortable with. We're going to get into some live resin. Live resin, I think everyone knows what live resin is. Live resin, let's just start it right now. This is the Alien Labs Live Resin Disposable. This is their BK Satellite. I personally fuck with this a lot. It tastes just so natural, and that's because the live resin process, a big thing, if you grow weed just like straight bud, you know that it's a big deal to cure your weed, to let it just sit and dry for a few months, a few weeks. The thought process behind live resin is you completely skip that and you make it resin as it is live or before it's cured or, you know, all dried out. So I think it's best if you want a natural, like, I say it's like licking the stem of a weed, because it's not smoky, but it's green. So I really fuck with the live resin. This is the BK Satellite. I like this one because it does have this nice lemon at the very end on the exhale. On the inhale, it's like this really earthy, gassy. I think that's what's best for the live resin, is those danker, earthy strains. So let's get into it. Yeah, that's really good. I like it a lot. Live resin is one that I personally would maybe not recommend, but like if just thinking budget wise, I would say live resin is the daily doser. It's getting pretty cheap, accessible, but you're still able to get really natural terps on it. So I would recommend live resin to like the everyman's guy. Yeah, so live resin, I'm rocking with it. We're going to get into a different kind of resin. This is one that, again, if you know live resin, you probably know this one. This is cured resin. So this is a flavor aid. This is the Blue Zushi. You might have seen me chugging on this for a few videos. These are the Cold Fires. I know they do live resin, and I like their live resin, but they're most well known for the cured resin. Same with flavor aid. They're the whole thing with the whole, I don't want to call it a trend because it's just these two brands, but people are getting into the artisan cured carts, because when you can do it well, then you can do it well. Curing, it's basically everything that live resin is, only you let it sit. And that's what makes it cured resin, because it's cured, you know, it's sat through those months, or those weeks, I'm not 100% sure. I'm trying to think, because I think that there are some cured resin carts that are cheaper than live resin carts. Like, I know that like Alien Labs or the connected cureds are pretty cheap. I think cheaper than their lives. But then when it comes to like flavor aids and Cold Fires, it's also on the complete opposite scale, where some of the most expensive carts in the game are cured resin carts. They're not really resin carts. So I think cured resin, again, I like live a little bit more. A lot of cured resin have this interesting cured taste. It's almost like a salty phosphorus taste. But Cold Fire is really good at with their terps and adding botanical terps. Actually, I don't know if they just have a terp percentage on it, so it might just be they use really fire weed. So this is the cured resin. This is the Blue Zushi. Let's rip it. I'm high as shit, so sorry if every tier gets worse and worse, but I mean these are just getting me fried. We got one other little material, and then we'll be done. So this is the cure. Let's rip it. Alright, now the thing with all the previous materials that we've mentioned is they've all been extracted using BHO, butane hash oil. You need to put gas additives to push that shit out. And that is what rosin specializes in being a solventless material. So this is from the Shasta Hash Company. This is their strawberry cake. It's first wash. This is a half gram, usually with the hash pins, the hash rosin pins. They are half grams. So the whole thought process is you don't add any gas, and it's instead with friction and heat with a rosin press. Everyone's like uncle has a rosin press, I'm pretty sure, but no gas, is just straight pressure. So yes, undoubtedly this is the most natural way to smoke weed. This is I don't want to say the best because rosin just is not there budget-wise. Rosin is the most expensive there is. But I think if you have a shit ton of money, then why not? Because it's just so natural. I wish the 710 Labs pins, the disposables, had a little bit more clouds. But they make really good shit. It's just, I don't really want to smoke on their pod system. That's a little side note. So again, rosin, I would say it's the most bougiest, but there's never been a rosin pin that I bought and I've been disappointed in. I'll tell you that. They're all expensive as shit, but I've never been wildly disappointed in it. So this is strawberry cake. This is White Widow X cheese. I actually didn't know that because I was kind of ripping on it. I'm like, I'm not really getting strawberry, but I didn't know it was a cheese strain. I've always wanted to try some cheese. So let's rip on this. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all learned something. If you have any questions, anything you wanted to add or ask me, plop it in the comments below. I'm always there for you. Thanks for checking in with me. This has been Optimus Tunchi, and I'm gonna rip this and I'll be out. Peace.